How's it going, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today I will be joined a little bit later by the astonishing Melanie. She just went to get some coffee. That's it. So, Matt, how are you? We are getting ready for some severe weather here in Illinois. How about you in Kentucky? Dude, my wife is already thinking she's going to be off school on Monday and Tuesday. That's how rough the weather's going to hit Kentucky. Dude, it snowed hard. Not as bad as this past week, though. This past week was awful, brother. What happens here in Kentucky, we're never ready for the roads. And I'm sure anybody that lives here, like Tina, your driveway was like a foot of compacted ice. There ain't no shoveling that, dude. Watch me, Tina. Wait, I shoveled it the other day. Use salt. Illegal in Germany, but dump that stuff out in your drive. It's illegal to use salt? Really? That's crazy. Is I assume because you all love animals and they get sick if they start eating that stuff up, right?
How are you doing, Torsten?
Yeah, I know Torsten was really happy about that too. It made me happy. And she knows how long I was on the phone fighting for that book and a couple of other books that I'll get to announce and how great these announcements are going to be for people. I know it's not necessarily my jam, but I'm excited for people that have been asking about a lot of things, and and getting to announce them is a privilege. It's been wonderful. Let's do this. Diamond Banker. Oh my God!
Thank you for the super chat.
What?
Oh, and look, I'm wearing my Pingu in his sibling. Wait, can I say his name? It kind of sounds like a
no. Don't do that.
David something else.
There's a lot of Latinos that are like, what did you just say? Okay, hold on to your hats. I have a lot of thoughts about this. Hi, Mom. I'm not at liberty to discuss things that I know, unfortunately, because it's not my place. Nor do I like to stir up rumors, but the Diamond filing for bankruptcy, there's lots of businesses that have filed for bankruptcy. There's publishers that have filed for bankruptcy and they're still around. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're out of business. It is really difficult to be a small-time publisher, and Diamond is your exclusive distributor because numbers are different at PRH and Lunar. You need specific numbers that you have to meet before they will distribute your book. So I really, really feel bad is what I want to say for these small-time publishers because they don't know what to do because costs are going to go up if they start distributing themselves. Plus, if you own a retail store, it is a nightmare. It was a nightmare to order when I worked at the retail store, at a comic book store, and there were 3 different places to order from. One place you got your manga, one place was DC, it was Capital, Diamond, and I can't remember the other place. DC leaving Diamond was the big thing that and you can see what retailers think about this. I am not a retailer. DC leaving Diamond was kind of the big start to everything, and that was in 2020 when we had the whole pandemic happen, and it led to a lot of other people perhaps looking at different outlets, distribution outlets. I remember having a Saturday live stream and people were like, yeah, the Diamond Monopoly's over. This is going to be great for us. It's going to cost less. And I was like, no, your books are not going to cost less. The discounts are going to go down. And sure enough, the discounts have gone down. Everybody remember IST and shopping at 50% off the week the books came out, 52% off if you had the extra 2%. Those days are long gone. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens. Like, that's the unfortunate part of what's happening. And this makes me sad. I look at comic book stores closing after 18 years. I'm sad about, but got a lot. There's a sadness and happiness too when stores go out of business. It's like, ooh, I got a good deal. But the sadness sinks in when you're like, that place is not going to be around anymore. That really sucks. That really sucks.
How do you know what are rumors and what aren't? It's not always clear. Sometimes I can find out, but not always.
Is it being spread in the girls' bathroom in school? That's a rumor. Not to be a downer, but have you preserved Near Mint Conditions videos ahead of TikTok's pending doom tomorrow? I've asked Tina to download them because it's going dark tomorrow, right? I don't know if she has or not. A few days ago, I went to my favorite comic book store and found out that Muppets have their own Omni. Yeah, there's Muppet and Muppet Babies. I should have bought it. Blast from the past. And it's actually really good. I don't know why I got rid of it. I think I gifted it many years ago. Yeah, this was one of my wells. Because we all have them, right? Like, we all have white whales, and there's a beauty to that, I think, when it comes to collecting that. Dude, Dan, seriously, this is freaking amazing. That you're always in the hunt. I collect toys and manga that I've been hunting for decades. And when I find them in the wild, or somebody sends me like unexpectedly like this, it's just such an amazing feeling. So thank you, dude. This is a wonderful gift. Man, I love this book. Thank you, dude. Oh, this is the Alien.
Our winning colors were black, white, and red.
Yes, just like the Aliens.
These black, white, red series.
Hey, that's green. What the heck?
Cheater, pumpkin eaters.
Else, but I think you hit on all the big ones.
Right, and I'm a big sucker for events, right? I love events. I thought they were a lot of fun. It got me to try out other comic books when I wasn't reading them, which is the whole point of events. But there wasn't a lot that are like impactful. I think DC had better events, story-driven events, than Marvel was doing at that time. Now I think they're events are still
we still get 3 to 4 a year. I guess my question is, would you take like say 0 hour Death of Superman over all the stuff in the like what Marvel was doing in the 90s as far as like quality is concerned? Like, would you read those over and over again versus Marvel?
Death of Superman was huge. I still think it's a great read. I loved it. Nightfall, Nightfall was what, 95,
93, 94?
No, you're right, 94. Yeah, so I was a sophomore in high school, and yeah, I was about that. I was like, yeah, man, let's break the good guys. I'm tired of good guys winning. I was edgy. I remember it was so big, it made newspaper headlines. Does that mean it's a good story? I don't know. Probably not. I think Infinity Gauntlet was a better story. I think I'd rather read Superman, Death and Return of Superman, or Death of Superman and Nightfall than something like Clone Saga.
Oh, Ryan says, sorry, Omar, I was meaning which of those event story arcs were important for the 90s, not currently.
Oh, for what was huge in the 90s? For Marvel? Was it Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Or just Marvel? For Marvel, Infinity Gauntlet was huge. Onslaught was huge. Onslaught was super huge. Fatal Attractions was huge. The Age of Apocalypse was humongous. Like Clone Saga, when it started, was like the advertisement that went into it. My gosh, Fall from Grace was humongous. Like, I don't know if people remember that. Like, Fall from Grace was huge. They're like, we're gonna reveal that Daredevil's Matt Murdock again. But to us that had never read any of those stories before about the revelation that Daredevil's Matt Murdock, it was a huge hit. And you're opening up Bruce's thing. It's so boring. To each their own. God dang it! Why do I need this, Bruce?
It's a life-size stand-up.
What am I gonna do with this thing? It's taller than I am.
Stand up.
I think I can reach his crotch.
And when I opened the box,
that's the first thing you saw?
Is...
Bruce, I'm gonna get demonetized for your stupid standing.
It was upside down. It was like, and I was like, what am I looking at? The big book of butts poster or something? I don't know.
Of all the live standees you could have sent me.
Okay, here it's coming apart. It can't.
You couldn't send me a Christina Hendricks standee. You had to send me a Will Ferrell in a horrible elf movie.
Here, finish the process. Get there. There we go.
God. What am I gonna do with that thing?
Look, just his crotch is gonna stand right here.
Actually, he does look like.
I hate, dude. Do with Real Talk with Amanda, and he's in this chair.
I hate Will Ferrell, and I hate this movie so much. You just had to do it, didn't you, Bruce? I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Oh, man.
Wait, we're supposed to subscribe to Near Mintcon. You know darn well you're supposed to. You know darn well. Omar, what team are you putting your library up on? Eagles or Chiefs? The Eagles or Chiefs? But to pick between both? Man, I don't know, brother. The Chiefs. Did they win last year? Who won last year? Whoever didn't win last year.
And people are chiming in about their opinions. Bob Layton is one of the greatest inkers of all time.
You mean Tracer? He's a Tracer. You know where that's from?
Wait, I think I do. Mallrats.
Close, very close.
Chasing Amy.
Good job. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As someone who's basically read all the post-crisis Batman books, I think No Man's Land is the best Batman event. Take it from Ryan. Top 5 manga. My favorite top 5 manga, Maison and Koku. Berserk's number 1. Maison and Koku. I would go with Twin Spica, Mushishi, which is getting reprinted. And now I don't have to feel guilty about that freaking book not being reprinted. And Blackjack. Top 5. Lydia. What, are you at the house? Who the heck is upstairs walking then? No, I hear kids upstairs. I've called your mom. All right. Weird conversation to be having on the air. I love you. Ten cuidado. Te quiero. All right. There are people walking upstairs. Spooky happenings? Maybe. Shouldn't you check who's upstairs? I should. Like a normal human being would, but I'm down here. Check if I hear kids is what I hear. Be careful, frozen water. Dude, go check your stuff. We will wait. Oh, it's Melanie. What the heck? Break-ins. Good for likes and subscriptions. Stage 1. I thought somebody was breaking in. I'm like, I hear people upstairs.
What's
and
wrong with you?
Well, no, I called you. Well, I didn't hear Strider barking.
I don't have my phone with me 24/7. Okay, I'm not putting makeup on because I don't feel like it.
You don't need makeup. You got natural beauty. You're fine.
Any Oscars predictions?
Yes. Please don't let Amelia Perez win anything.
Yeah, I saw that in the garbage.
The movie that you showed.
Oh no. Although I will say, I will sit down and watch it again with anybody that wants to see the horror.
No, it was apparently Omar showed it to the guys, and I was like, "Why are you rewatching that? Why are you giving it any stream time?
I think
It's the worst movie in the world." I mean, I was gonna do a TikTok later about my Oscar predictions, but you guys could get the scoop. I think that Nora will end up squeezing out Best Picture, though.
That's what Jack says.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I got a new tattoo too this weekend. Guys, I have not like this. The most I've slept has been on last night and Friday night for the last week. And
I know you were making
Last night
TikToks
was
on, like,
Friday
the
night.
flight.
oh yeah, I've been flying all over the friggin' country this past week.
Maddie, Amanda, Tina, do you have any suggestions about comfortable ways to read your omnis? Schmucker. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. Saying there are definitely easy and comfortable ways.
That's a
on a couch with a lift top coffee table.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Because I have
idea.
a coffee table that lifts up so I can comfortably
that is nice.
That's probably how a normal
because it has to be
person
flat because you
reads
can't
it.
like hold it nicely. You know what I
I was
mean?
gonna say in my bed with my knees propped up, or that's good.
Some
Or I
people
downloaded a copy on my e-reader.
Yeah, download
Just
copy
leave that
and never
alone.
open your omnibus.
And leave that alone so it doesn't get ruined.
I've seen some
Art gets it.
people make like they make like a wooden kind of like stand that like holds it open well, but it can support your omnibus.
Tomorrow.
I am digging Jason Aaron's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And with the IDW hardcovers to match the previous books, they're supposed to be bigger than the IDW collections to kind of stand on their own. So I don't know. I don't know if they plan on doing IDW versions of them, like the, I guess, 18 volumes of the IDW TMNT.
Brian, thank you for the super chat. Hey Mel, what makes you like 70s comic writing so much? According to Omar, at least.
Oh, yeah.
I love that era as well.
Ah.
The narration boxes and the use of figurative language, and it's very classy. It's very that type of writing engages me because it's so descriptive, with hyperboles and similes and metaphors. And I still have out on the bulletin board, like creative writing, taking parts of the lines from Godzilla that I gave them and, draw a picture of like what it literally says in the sentence. And so, thanks for asking. What do you drink to celebrate your birthday?
What's my drink of choice, Melanie? It ain't for
I asked
everybody.
if you were going to drink the bourbon straight because seeing Heather bought you a really nice bottle.
I'll drink it straight, but I want to start my drink.
You also drink the not as great stuff with cranberry juice, club soda, and lime.
Twist of lime.
Twist of lime.
Not for everybody. What's up, Lionheart? And do not stretch your compendiums and trade paperbacks. That's a no-no. Those are glued binding. It's only for sewn binding that you need to stretch. Some trade paperbacks do have sewn binding. I'm sorry, I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing at you over there in the back so you can hear me. Some trade paperbacks do have sewn binding, but I still don't recommend stretching it.
You can go straight to voicemail. That's a good sign. He wasn't like, oh, Jess, whatever.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person
Understandable.
is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, dude, we need to know what happens when YouTube actually cancels you mid-show. We're having trouble getting back up on the air. Can you give us a call? Thanks. Sorry, it's just a voicemail.
Good. Oh, I'm sorry. The number you called is no longer in service. Oh my goodness. What can we do about it?
Do you think House of X, Powers of X will ever be covered in omnibus format, or is the OHC the best version we're going to get?
Well, I tried, so that's why I'm saying no. When I saw that Dawn of X that we're gonna do it, I said, is there any way to add House and Powers of X in there, because that is where that era kicks off. And they thought about it, and they were like, well, maybe. And we kind of went back and forth, and then at the end, I said, at the very least, if we could get that reprinted, people would appreciate it, so they can have Dawn of X and the beginning of this era. And they reprinted it, so that's why I'm saying no. I don't think it'll ever be.
Why can't Hey, Rich, back in the Bronze Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, Stan Lee and Jim Shooter both had the mentality that every issue could be someone's first issue. So they were written in a way that every issue could be a jumping on point. Then we got into the modern era with trade paperbacks and whatnot, and they haven't always been written that way, unfortunately. But I wish they were. I
feel you there.
If I was the editor-in-chief of Marvel, we would go back to that.
Hopefully you know what? I want to see them when they get to issue 1000 of Amazing Spider-Man. Like, just continue on with the 1000s.
Yeah. And if I was editor-in-chief, we wouldn't renumber things. I think going back to issue number one all the time to boost that number one sales, because they think, issue number ones are going to be a sale. Like, the proof is in the pudding there. But I think it's like diminishing returns. I've heard a lot of comic book shops say that whenever a series relaunches with another number one, it's actually a jumping off point for a lot of people. Because some people are just in the habit, like, okay, I'm always going to pick up this Batman series, issues 1 through 28. And then when they renumber to number one again, they're like, maybe I can stop here. So I think there's diminishing returns in that. Like, the number one is a good big boost, but then
everything else added onto it is like, what are you?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And Todd McFarlane is on record of saying, like, he hates that idea too. That's why he's kept Spawn going for the numbering that he's done. And he's like, why can't you just advertise issue number 73 as a big issue rather than read this issue number one? And I agree with him. And like I said, with what Gail Simone did on Twitter yesterday, like, hey, issue number 13 is a good jumping on point. There we go.
Omar, do you like event omnis or individual runs containing the event? Also, why is mapping never reevaluated later in reprints? Because it's easy to do a reprint, right? Think about doing your job, and if your job is just to send files to a printer and you don't like comics, right? I can't imagine that, but I'm sure it happens. Then it's just like sending files to the printer, right? But think about like your boss saying, you know what? We need to actually move things around. How about we do it this way, this way, and this way? And then you go, oh, it's Friday and I want to go drinking with my buddies. Probably something like that happening.
And Dawn Production will end with this. Thank you for the
Always
super
love the
chat.
content. There's no such thing as a dumb question. I have a 7-year-old reading a 3rd grade level. Good. Recommendations for X-Men Omni or trade paperback. If you have a 7-year-old that's already reading at a 3rd grade level, get that stuff from the Bronze Age. Your 7-year-old will be learning so many new words and using a better vocabulary than a lot of kids in the 3rd grade. I guarantee it. My daughters have a high vocabulary, and I really think a lot of it had to do. Well, I mean, both of us reading them stuff, but also
baked beans when I was pregnant as well.
Okay, that was it. Yeah, sure. There's science behind that.
Yeah, there is. My mama did it, and I did it.
Okay, Kentucky science. But I think a lot of it has to do with them reading Silver Age comics at such a young age. There's some words there that I still have to look up to this day. So I would go with Bronze Age Uncanny X-Men. Big words, long narrative, and your kids will thank you for it later when they're in advanced English class. Yeah, seriously. We don't give kids enough credit for being smarter than they actually are. So yeah, do that. Get them I'm trying to think. Did they release? No, they've done a re-release of the Master. Get the Epic Collection. Sorry, long answer, but I just love when people ask about.
Well,
Bronze equals Claremont.
And
yes, absolutely it is. It's the 1975 era to 1991. Yeah, long run.
Oh, Brian, you're attending HeroesCon for the first time. How did they get so many artists there? And what else should I know before I go? It's so much fun.
All right, Ryan.
That's what you should know.
Here's what you should know.
Yes, it's artist centric. It's
all
about comics and family friendly atmosphere.
So here, number 1, Ryan, come and say hi. We'll be there. Number 2, wear deodorant. Pack extra deodorant. Just because that con smell will hit, and you're gonna be like, "Oh man, is that me?" No, it's not me because I packed extra deodorant, like the Uncanny Omar told me to.
Aww.
And then come and say hi again. Anyway, just plan out your day, man. And if you're gonna get signatures, make sure you do it on Friday, the first day they're opened, and plan it out. Like whoever the biggest person is that's gonna be there. I can tell you, Chris Claremont always has a huge line. Roy Thomas has a huge line. I assume Daniel Warren Johnson's gonna have a huge line this year. Go there first. Whoever you want to see there, because you're going to be in line anyway. And then, go and have fun. Spend your money. We are here at Sentinel Comics, but we're in the back. So we're out of everybody's way because it's free comic book day and it's freaking nuts out there. And it is their first year that they're open.
I have, let's see, actually at the top. Wait, so you said there's a free Spider-Man comic in your pile or something. So this, I just grabbed every single issue of the free comics off the table.
Yeah, there's more back
Hunter
there.
has here at Sentinel Comics. So there is this one, and I'm looking forward to getting this one as well. We've got these two.
Everybody, this is Jim, who helps with the Omni reprint poll and has been doing it for years, and helps with the Omni polls to begin with, like all the polls pretty much. It's Jim that helps us. He's the one that catches you liars trying to get a couple of extra votes in there, and he happens to have come up here from Tampa. Out of Tampa. So man, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for saying hi.
Not a problem.
You look like Omnibus Santa. Have you thought about that? That would be a good costume. Just saying. Jim is Secret Santa Claus. Hi, Jim. Thank you for helping with the polls, sir. How long does it take you both to read one Omni with all the reviews?
Me forever.
Oh,
but it's his job. Me forever.
Depends.
Even if it was my job, it'd be forever too.
Sometimes it's a day, depending if it's like a modern book. Sometimes I give myself time to read it, like 3 weeks to read like a Silver Age book. To go back
when he's playing Lunar, I have to ask him to slow down because
he
reads the dialogue too quickly. I'm like, okay, I'm not a slow reader, but
no,
I'm like,
not.
You are not reading that. You're like, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, oh my god,
this is what I do.
So yeah, he reads way quicker than me.
The unfortunate part about reading quick though is you don't give yourself the time to appreciate like all of the art, right? Rank the staples on comics or best to top middle. What was the one I had the most problems with? The bottom one. That's my least favorite one because it would come out. It would pop out sometimes from the bottom. What is with the bottom staple?
Oh, Torsten, I haven't caught up on Saga since they returned either. Haven't heard much hype about it either. Are you reading it? No, we haven't.
I think the hiatus really killed the enthusiasm and momentum of it.
Like I was tempted to buy the trade at the store, but then I was like, well, but he's gonna get like, should I just wait? I waited so long. Should I just wait for like the nice deluxe hardcover edition?
Yeah. I wish I knew. This is a good question. It's confusing because DC had an imprint called Vertigo. Just this quick little history of this. That was kind of the brainchild of somebody, this wonderful lady named Karen Berger. And she was an editor at DC, and they started switching titles like Swamp Thing, for example, that were like too mature and that doesn't really fit into the superhero genre. So Swamp Thing, not with #1, but later on during Nancy Collins' run, switched over to Vertigo. So they started making comics for the Vertigo imprint in the late 80s. So you had things like Sandman. Eventually in the 90s, you had things like Preacher, Transmetropolitan, Fables. And then a few years back, DC decided no more Vertigo. Now Karen is working over at Dark Horse Comics. She has the Burger books. And so it's weird because Vertigo books are also creator-centric books, or I'm sorry, creator-owned books sometimes. So the creator could technically take it somewhere, as we've seen a few times that the creator has taken it outside of DC. So they got away, they did away with it, and then they launched a new line called the Black Label, and they were like, oh, we'll just make Black Label sort of what like Vertigo was. Standalone stories that don't fit into continuity, not necessarily focusing all the time on superheroes like Batman Damned, but things like Last God. Like it's a story that doesn't even fit. And then they said last year that they're going to bring back the Vertigo logo. They're going to bring it back, the imprint. So to answer your question, I don't know anymore. Like it's really confusing. So what does that mean about the DC Black Label books? Are they still and then Tom King was confused about that too, because he wrote some Batman Black Label books that sort of fit into the continuity of Batman. So at this point, we will find out together. Have you ever collaborated with that Omni Dog guy? You know, I found out that he uses AI scripts and he's banned from the channel now. So the reasoning why they decided, because I have this question all the time. I'm like, oh, why did they do this in Compendium? One of them is I can't say what titles, but if you know me, you probably know who my favorite character at DC is, so you can probably fill this in. But the scans, they don't think the scans are good enough for oversized format and paper stock, that glossy paper stock. So they were like, you know, they're good enough for standard size and the cheaper paper stock. Let's put them out there first and then revisit perhaps later on down the road if we can do this in an omnibus format. So that's I get it. And I think that's probably why that's why we're seeing a lot of compendiums coming out from Image Comics, and why probably we're going to start seeing some from Marvel, because it is a cheaper way to put books out there. I'm surprised they don't go omnibus first for some of these titles to see the demand and then compendium, because there's always that fear of like, okay, if you're a fan of the story and you have the compendium and it's in a better reading order, looking at you, Green Lantern, with freaking Ion added. I actually said, y'all got me with that one, because I've always wanted Ion collected with my Green Lantern runs, and they put everything in reading order in the compendium. So if you're looking at your shelf and you have the 1,600-page compendium, are you going to upgrade to the Omni, or do you see that as a downgrade? That's something that I think, you know, needs to be thought about, though. So a lot of it has to do with the popularity of the character and yes, you can, my love. And of course, like I mentioned, the quality of the scans. And happy Saturday to you, Torsen. Do you have any Daredevil stories that you think are underrated? Yes, Fall from Grace. People hate that stuff. I love it. I think it's good. Sam Alexander is not my Nova Dick Rider all the way. Sam actually grew on me. I kind of dig his story. And honestly, I'm surprised when they adapted in the MCU, they're not going to go the Sam route. Everybody, this is Lars Pearson, formerly of Wizard Magazine, currently of Heroes Con, walking around.
Yes, Norwegian Assassin. We are here live from Heroes Con, deciding how much we are going to overspend at the convention. Okay, that is just, we know we're going to overspend. Just how much, okay? And I, for the first time, have delved in the world of CGC.
Oh, no.
I know, for the first time.
Lars.
I've had a membership.
You can't put an omnibus in there. I mean, you probably could.
No, they don't slab omnibuses yet, do they?
I hope they don't.
I've had a CGC membership for a long time and never bothered to indulge. It's like, well, what the hell? Because there's so many people here, so concentrated together. You can rack up a lot of signatures. So, yeah, so this bag's going to get autographed and torn again, and then re-autographed, and then torn again, and then re-autographed. And then,
wait, what's in there now?
Just some Claremonts.
Let me see.
No,
I gotta open it up. Lars.
No, I can't open. No, I can't open it. You fool.
Sealed?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. That is the whole point, you know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Jasmine. Thank you for co-hosting with me while Melanie walks around. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
You just get it in here, or you've been here all
I've been
day?
here since like 8.
Everybody, this is BJ Kicks from Comics for Dope. What's up? You're doing a panel today.
I am doing a panel today.
What time is that?
4:30.
Okay, I'll be there.
In room 209.
Yeah, I saw
something
you.
like
You and Badar, right?
Nice to meet you. Bader.
That's
how you say it.
Badar. Boy, I was mispronouncing that last night.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, Batter. That's a cooler name.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You guys. Okay, so we went back to the hotel, and me, Jess, Lars, and Omar were all on the same floor. Well, we went back to drop stuff off, and the fire alarm goes off. We're like, well, we're on our way out to the con anyway. Okay. Then 6:30 this morning, the fire alarm went off.
Oh, that was awful, man. I was having a good night's sleep because I was drinking last night.
I'd say 9:30, 9:45 when we were at the bakery. The Ben and Jake and David, the fire alarm goes off. I'm like, what is going on? So everybody had to evacuate the restaurant. I was going to eat outside anyway.
I'm the brave, right? And Jordan can be boy.
I love that Jordan gets stuck with the boy.
The boy. And the exclamation mark. It's like the brave and the boy. Yeah, that's plural.
What have you seen today?
Oh, like this amazing up-and-coming indie artist, Josh Greathouse.
Oh, it froze on him. Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I think it went through.
Oh,
it was
went
on
through
mine.
everybody else. Oh,
Yeah. I said Josh broke my camera.
Yeah,
and there you are.
Oh yeah, James is literally the guy in the chair, like right next, like over here, and he's messaging people like over here, which is crazy.
That's efficient.
You're an ampersand.
The ampersand.
Here's James.
All right,
Well,
James.
that one gentleman
What do you
did.
got there?
Here, this way. There's Alf. And who's it by, James?
No. How do you say his name?
Mark Buckingham.
Buckingham.
Isn't that? Oh,
This is
yeah.
the real James, who's not in that chair. How are you?
And it's so sweet of Brian to buy that for you.
Yeah, that was completely unexpected.
Yeah, especially for him. Of all people.
You speak to Claremont. Tell him thanks for coming to. Oh yeah, we just talked about. Oh, it's funny because his son is his handler at this convention, and Ben's like, "Yeah, he never takes me to Budapest. My mom goes to Budapest and all the cool conventions. I get stuck in North Carolina." This
Here's Matt saying
is Matt, one of our wonderful viewers. So he bought me a drink the other night.
Best. They're the best.
Oh, thanks, man. Your favorite manga? I would have to go with Berserk. I'd have to go with Maison Ikoku. I have to go with Twin Spica. I have to go with Blackjack and Pluto. Those are some of my favorite manga. You know, I'm pretty basic too sometimes. Though I legit like Demon Slayer. I legit like Chainsaw Man. I think they're great. They're a lot of fun.
Slayer. I like Chainsaw Man, One Piece. I've read everything. I'm current up to date.
Yeah, One Piece. I mean, you can't go
Delicious
wrong
in
with
Dungeon. I was pleasantly surprised.
You
I
like
was
Princess
cool.
Jellyfish right now.
And yeah, Princess Jellyfish. I'm really digging. I have cracked open the Final Fantasy packs, dude. Okay, my Sephiroth Ron is only $30-something, but I got this one from. She's like a cat warlock from 11.
Yeah.
It's just worth $120-something. It's just an art card, and I was like, oh, so cool. I totaled up all my rare cards, and it's $200-something.
It's her retirement, just like my Garbage Pail Kid collections.
But I think what I'm gonna do is get some like frames and put my favorite cards like kind of aesthetically in a aesthetically pleasing manner.
I wanted to do
scatter
the
them
same
in the
with
frame.
my Studio Ghibli postcards that I
Yeah,
can't
don't
find.
know. I didn't do anything with them
Okay, why do you think I'm automatically blaming you?
because you just because of your voice. Speaking of overrated Batman, I just read the long how the author did jail time.
No.
Oh,
prison time.
I'm sorry, I used the wrong word.
No, it's
Prison.
okay.
I was like, but that's what you said. Oh, okay.
I've been to jail, but I ain't never been to prison.
Prison.
There's a big
Time in
difference.
prison.
Yeah.
Okay, as ever, I remind all of you to sample things. Sample them. So, Nick, if you're thinking about getting Tomasi Superman, I mean, have you read any of it? You know, I remind you there's buy an issue or two off Kindle. Pick up a singles, go to the library. You know, there's various ways and means you should sample it. Don't commit to $150 omnibus of really anything unless you're really certain that you want it.
It's 125, but yeah, close enough.
Well, yeah, 125. Well, yeah, still.
Close.
Well,
yeah,
even 100. I mean, some of them are 100. Don't unless you have some high confidence, don't commit. Yeah.
Omar is actually glamping right now, Cage. Not my words. That was Maddie's last week. Okay, I'm just reiterating. He is glamping.
I'm sorry. I incessantly make fun of people who glamp.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. San Diego Comic-Con. Quickly. So I've been to San Diego Comic-Con, but it was in the 90s when I was with Wizard. And I don't know. God bless the people who do it. I don't think I would find it any fun at all to go.
It's way too people-y for me.
Well, it's too people, but also it's just the layout. Because so I actually have been to New York Comic-Con, which is actually bigger. We forget that. San Diego's better known. New York is actually the biggest, I think, at this point. But the thing is, certainly when I was going, it felt like the complex is over here and everything else is over here, like your hotel and whatever. And that means you have to bus in and things like that. And so it was just an enormous disorganized pain in the ass. You go to New York Comic-Con and okay, it's enormous, but it's at the Javits Center and it's integrated into, Manhattan Island. And so you can just leave and then you're on the island or the subway or whatever. So I don't know. I find New York a lot more bearable in terms of getting in and out. But yeah.
I am on my soapbox about Heroes Con. I love Heroes Con.
Yes, we did
That's
enjoy ourselves.
the only con I go to.
Yeah.
I've never been to a convention. I haven't gotten to one yet. I'm still waiting for my first show.
You'd have a blast at Heroes.
Why is Wolverine Volume 7 not called Wolverine Volume 7? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to keep me employed because I do reading orders. No, I really don't know, man. Sometimes. Oh, okay. Wolverine isn't the classic line though. Like Wolverine isn't like your X-Men or Uncanny X-Men or Spider-Man. Those Omnis have letter pages. Wolverine never had letter pages for some reason. I wish they did. So it kind of makes sense. I really thought they would have done it a lot sooner. But I don't know. Maybe the sales of 6 weren't that great, so they were like, we need to rebrand it and make because 6 would be the end of the Larry Hama stuff. So 7 would be like the beginning of the new era, which is, oh man, we need to find a new writer for these stories. So what's up with New Mutants Omni Volume 4? It's been 1,000 years. Alex, don't be over dramatic. Leave that to other people. 1,000 years. It's been 3 years. I don't know.
Any Green Lantern recommendations?
Yes, Green Lantern Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern Rebirth. 100%. So good, man. And if you've never read them, I'm just so jealous.
This is a good question. What made you become a collected edition guy versus a single issue guy?
On YouTube or me? Me personally, I'm just, I think when Marvel started pumping out trade paperbacks of story arcs every 6 months, I was like, I think I could just wait for trade. I like the way they look on my shelf. I had been a single issue collector in my teenage years and in my early 20s. And then I thought, I think I'm getting to the point where I just want my bookshelves filled up with these classic stories. And it seems like Marvel's doing a really good job, and they were, of collecting these stories 6 months after the issues came out. So I'm sorry, you had 6 issues and then they went straight to trade paperback. And then DC started doing the same thing. And I'm like, I think I'm done with single issues. And 2004 introduced me to the omnibus format. So yeah, that's all she wrote.
I do prefer single issues because I enjoy that reading experience more. I like just small chunks and spread them out. That's such a awkward way to describe that, but yeah, I think I prefer the single issue reading experience more.
You are wrong, but that's okay.
Okay.
This is TikTok Tina.
Hey guys.
And she is taking over for my wife.
I am.
And all her duties. So you get to clean.
Absolutely
you get
not.
to wash my clothes.
No,
that's right.
I don't want to see no stanky drawers.
That ain't stanky. I got more manga than you do. Maybe if you were bringing that into the relationship and not your weird manga that you're into. I fell in love with a typewriter and I'm a cat.
Descendants of a bookworm.
Whatever. What manga are you reading now,
I
Tina?
just said it.
Well, you got to read that out loud
Cool.
first. For
Okay,
people that
Tina,
are driving right
what
now.
manga are you reading nowadays? So I picked up Red River. I picked up Shoujo Kakeke Volume 14. So I'm catching up on a bunch of manga that's continuing to be placed out. Sentence of a Bookworm.
Gatekeeping. I'm just saying, if I'm bringing something to the relationship, she better have more manga than me. You have to be a certain age, man. There better be some tit for tat, if you will. I think that might be the wrong.
That's the
word.
wrong expression.
What's Red River? Yeah, give me the pitch of Red River.
So Red River is a historical shoujo isekai.
What the heck does that mean for people that don't know what a shoujo
So a
isekai?
young girl from Japan gets transported in time to what is it? The like
In case you don't know where it is.
Babylon or something like that. I can't remember exactly where, but the Hittite Empire. And basically it's all about political intrigue. She meets a prince, falls in love with the prince, but she wants to go home. So that's the basis of the story. Pretty legit.
Man, that sounds up my alley. Boring. Except you're in another world. Yeah, I actually have the first 3 volumes, so I missed out on if you missed out on it, those got really expensive, as manga tends to do when they goes out of print, because there's no way that.
And my dumb ass sold.
Whoa, we're on Saturday. You're dumb butt, Tina. That's strike
butt,
one.
left behind. So my dumb butt sold it to finance my wife's trip to see her brother in Seattle at one point in time when we were hungry for money.
Oh, that's so sweet. Omar, you skipped the question about the Krakoa omnibus. I skipped a lot of questions.
Yeah,
Tina,
there's a lot.
you can blame Tina though. She's in charge of the questions today.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Hey, Omar, are you getting excited about joining Walt's Comic Shop 5-year anniversary event? Only a few weeks away. I am.
Thank you for the super.
I am very ecstatic and very humbled that I get to be there. It doesn't like to me. It's still like, you know, there's Christian Ward, Felipe Andretti, like actual people that have put out things, and I'm like, I make YouTube videos about the things you guys put out. I don't know. It feels surreal and out of place. I actually had a meeting with Walt this week. I told him I can't get too excited yet because I have so much work to do, and I'm looking at stacks of books, looking at my calendar, and I'm like, I got to make sure I got to film this, and this, and this, and I got together with Dom yesterday to work out my calendar. So probably the day before I fly out, I will finally relax and get excited, and then learn how to use that new camera that I'm taking with me. Tips for reading Omnis quicker. I actually was talking to my oldest daughter about this. I think we are the 2 quick readers in the family. Because she goes through books like, I was amazed just how fast she read all of, what was she reading? She read all of Chobit. She's reading Monster right now. And I thought, why are you reading so fast? And she's like, I don't know. I got it from you. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I am a fast reader. I tell you what helped me. When I was younger, we used to have bootleg VHS of Japanimation. So that is anime in the 80s and 90s is what we called anime. And we didn't get, we didn't hardly get anything here in America. So we would have to go to shows, and they had different shows there. The fan subs were so awful. They were so like not timed well that they would go by so quick. And I think that with the combination of reading comic books and reading Silver Age stuff just kind of helped me to read fast. So by the time I remember going into, like, I was going into high school, I was able to knock out books that I had to read for school and then going back to comics because I could not wait to read the comics. The thing is, you could be a quick reader. That's not a problem. Like reading a word, if you read the beginning of sometimes if you read the beginning of a sentence and the ending of a sentence, that's all you need to read to get the gist of things. The problem is absorbing that stuff, because when you're a fast reader, you also have to be able to absorb that and it stays with you. That way you don't have to keep going back and forth, back and forth. When did that happen? Oh, did that happen? Did I miss something? But I mean, do you really want to read fast? I do not. I don't recommend it. I recommend you take your time and enjoy it for sure.
When I was a kid, collecting comics, collecting single issues, the word key issue wasn't a regular thing, and so we never really paid mind to that. And I remember when Marvel started doing all of their fancy covers and really bumping up, here's the first issue, and I was like, yeah, this is really cool, because it's the first issue. You feel special getting on the ground floor. It wasn't about because it was a key or going to be worth anything. It was because it was like, this is kind of special. And it was all, of course, Marvel fake manufactured special. And I remember I bought Generation X. So I was given Generation X #1 as a gift, and because that one had, this was 1994, because that one had a special chromium cover, wraparound cover. It felt really, really cool. I'm like, I'm gonna get more #1s, and I think I got like Kazar #1 and Heroes for Hire #1. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm spending too much money on these comics I don't care about. So it's like, and back then the comics were only like a $1.50 or $2 or whatever. But I was like, not worth it. So and collecting the epics as well. It's like any of these books that I have on my shelf, it's never been about their resale value. In fact, when I do go to resell them, I'm usually underpricing because I don't do the proper research to find out what the actual value is. I just stick it up. But it's it's all about the content or the book or the collection itself for me. It's not about keys and it's not about money either.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
Really glad.
I hold on a second, Melanie.
Yeah, it's okay.
Unlock me. Unlock me. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna start cursing on the Saturday live stream. I'm gonna snap. Okay, there you go. Omar had been asked to join a store owner on a smoke. We did, yes. Twice it happened. And I was like, I don't smoke, but my brother knows, so you could go smoke with him. Dude, like, yeah, where were we? We were in, where is the camera now? Unlock me. Unlock me.
Maybe because it's on me, I have to say it. Unlock me.
No. Oh, wow, you scared it. Dude, every beer I've had here has been delicious. Like dangerously delicious. You know how like Lucky Charms is magically nutritious or whatever? German beer, dangerously delicious. That's lack of sleep and exhaustion talking. But I could use one now. Yeah, we're back together here in America after a couple of weeks. And then you were at a Ren Fair when I was here by myself. So it's been about 3 weeks since we've been together.
And you're wearing your German shirt.
German shirt. It does not says.
It's the pedestrian crossing.
I love it. I think it's great.
And it's a red person in red on the back.
It is. Mm-hmm.
And sorry, it doesn't matter what you're saying. I guess this is. Thank you so much.
Yo, man, I look good in orange. What are some of your favorite Asian foods? What are some of your favorite Asian foods? I wasn't expecting to get this question today.
Live. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Okay, so there is a fusion. We have a lot of Japanese folks that live in Peru. So there was a fusion happening between Peruvian food. That's why we use a lot of rice in our cooking. But my mom makes this thing called arroz chaufa, which is to me like
yeah, arroz chaufa is awesome.
It's just like it's like chicken fried rice, things like that you would find at a Chinese restaurant. I mean, yeah.
Start when you like a book, say hi-ya.
I'm like,
you don't like,
dude, I'll get canceled. He can get away with it because he's Asian. I said I'll get canceled. Ryan will rat me out to his folks to tell people that I'm being racist. I ain't playing that game.
I genuinely learn from his videos about cooking. I'm like, every single word. It's like I'm laughing and I'm learning at the same time.
I like the pineapple curry chicken. If it's Thai, I like sushi, right? Like, and different type of sushi. I like to try different things. What's the raw egg with fermented beans?
Oh,
natto. Yeah, I tried that. Nope, not for me.
Nope.
I even had when I was in Japan the first time with Melanie. I tried horse sushi. She would not.
Nope.
And she doesn't even think that horses have souls. So I don't know where that.
Yeah, T recommended SG. Yeah, I'm sure you would. Thank you, Uncle Omar, for the super chat. I'm not
Oliver's
using
busy.
Jamie Oliver is busy on camera. Wait, do you get that reference?
He hates Jamie
Do you know?
Oliver.
Yay, good job. You know enough. What kind of hand? What kind of high five was that?
It's wet. So I didn't want to get because
okay.
I'm drinking
You
this.
know enough, Uncle Roger lore, to understand that.
Thanks
reference.
to you and Heather.
So, the comic hooligan saying, "Hi, Omar. I just lost my mom to cancer, and I was wondering if you know of any comics, graphic novels dealing with grief that might help." That's a really good question, and it's, we're proud of you for asking. Like, because it is so tough, it feels like such a weight, and you just want to like close in on yourself. So, really, it's really, you should be proud of yourself for asking.
I am so sorry. First of all, you know, I know that pain and it sucks, man. And I don't know what your relationship was to your mom. But yeah, I just want to say I'm so sorry. It effing sucks, especially cancer. There was a really good graphic novel called My Mom's Cancer. I know it hits close to home, but I think it's a really good one about grief. I Kill Giants is another one that
yeah.
You know, just tearing up thinking about it because it's a powerful story, and it's a reminder that you're stronger than you think you are, and that's the whole point of something like I Kill Giants.
God Country.
God Country is another one. Like God Country is powerful and beautiful.
Can you get those two out?
Oh yeah, I got them right here. These are some of my favorite books, and they deal with grief in their own way, and just like everybody, grief's different.
This is God Country.
Yeah.
By Donna Cates and Shaw.
This one's by Joe Kelly. And Joe Kelly wrote this while he was dealing with his dad going through treatment for, I think it was very similar to my dad, like diabetes. So it's very, very, very difficult time to go through, man. But if comics can get you through it, I think.
Thank you all for the suggestions.
I think you're headed in the right path if if you're looking for something like that.
By the way, we don't want to get political in the show, but Dom, congratulations on not having federal troops sent into your town. I gather that has been called off. That could ruin the decor and a nice day out to the ballpark.
Indeed, it can. I do appreciate it, Lars. It's it's a happy time to not have that going. But we do have the Legion in the big, one of the top spots in the DC Most Wanted poll.
Yeah.
What are you hoping in for the next batch of DC books, Lars?
Yeah, I just live in eternal. One of the holy grails is just that Paul Levitt's 1980s run, a proper collection of that. If they give me an omnibus, great. If they even gave us DC Finest, great. Sure. I mean, give us something. I mean, it's just in there. Now, again, I don't know. Maybe the files are terrible. I would assume the files, they could at least do a standard. They could do a DC Finest one. That maybe would. But it's that Paul Levitt's run. We've never had it properly collected. Even things like the Mark Waid run have been collected in softcover at some point. So yeah, that would be my holy grail. I'd settle for a DC Finest. I'm hoping for an omnibus. Also, the Legion volume they put out for DC Finest, that would not have been what I would have picked to put out first time. So I would like some stronger Legion material in the DC Finest line in case people were curious about it. And that Baxter run is a good place to start.
I will say, I think we've talked about this before on stream, Lars, but I did partly enjoy, the transition from the Jim Shooter era of Legion over into what was the beginning of the Bronze Age. Getting to see Dave Cockrum art is always a plus. Yeah. That's the type of stuff I personally never expected into the Legion run. But yeah, I hope that we get a spot of Levitt's run. So I mean, Mark Waid wants a run, or that run specifically, reprinted out at some point. So.
Which run?
The Levitt's run.
Of course. Yeah. No, the problem is that DC Finest one. The Dave Cockrum stuff is kind of revelatory, but it also included a lot of the Action Comics backups, and comparatively, the Action Comics backups are crap. So I fear they made you wade through some dross to start to get at stuff which conceptually is a lot more interesting. And, Cockrum visually does reinvent the Legion. And the stories improve greatly too. But no, it's just it's not new reader friendly to my mind. It is. They didn't start playing their power cards, and I would prefer them to play some power cards.
Okay, fair enough. Holding Omar's bag. What kind of bag? Is he okay? Did the catheter break?
Yeah.
He is probably carrying some 48-inch figure of Optimus Prime, and will be buying a 10-foot tall Starscream figure. So somebody needs to hold at least one of those for him. That's why I'm here. I have no idea how I'll transfer. Maybe they transform midway as I carry it from the convention to South. We'll see.
Deuce 1987.
Saludos, mi
What were the
hermano.
best beers you tried while in Germany?
Oh gosh, I can't remember any of them. Whatever people at the restaurant or at the bars that I went to told me to try. And I did not have a bad beer in Germany nor in the Netherlands. But you know what? The Belgian beer. That's what I really liked. That's the ones that stand out. And I loved all the other beers from the Netherlands. And like I said, I did not have a bad beer. In America, man, I don't know, all these breweries, like these local breweries that pop up, like you all love your hoppy beer. I'm not a fan of hoppy beer, like IPAs and stuff like that. Not for me.
I said hoppy.
Yeah, I was once told that IPAs are like the equivalent of like for white dudes, like white women in their what's it called pumpkin spice latte. IPAs are the same thing for white dudes. And I'm like, I could kind of see that. Maybe well, I'm not a fan of pumpkin spice latte either, but in honor of the upcoming Veterans Day, Omar, Melanie, and Normies accepted. Who are the top 10 war veterans in superhero comics?
Oh, that was the wrong gift for
Yeah,
that
you need to give
question.
him like a patriotic
You could
gift.
be cute. Oh, wait. Here we go. Captain America.
Okay. Would you put him as your number one?
No say.
That means
I gotta think.
Oh Lord. Here's
Lord have mercy.
all right, here we go. In no particular order. Psych. In every particular order. Wolverine. Captain America. Agent Venom. Nick Fury. Ultimate Nick Fury, because he's just super cool. All right. Sergeant Rock, baby.
Reed and Ben.
Ben Grimm. Yeah, that was another one of mine.
Jack Kirby was a vet?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He loved doing more comics. So he was really heartbroken when more comics started dropping in sales. God, I hate that. If you're gonna put villains in there, then yeah, the truest villains are people like the Red Skull or oh my gosh, who's the Masterman? Those kind of characters. Number ones who makes you stuff. Hal Jordan, thank you for your service, sir. He was an air. Well, yeah, didn't that get retcon too? They try to retcon that. Let me see, how many is that? Six, seven? Oh God, I can't believe I said that. I'm so sorry, everybody that's in their older than 20s. Who's another good war veteran?
You can't go throughout life without saying the numeral 6-7 in a row. You just can't do it. It's going to happen.
Trying to think of who else I like. Now let me think of villains. Hydra, Baron Von Strucker.
All-Star Squadron?
Yeah, Baron Zemo.
Oh gosh.
Those guys are just evil, man. I like villains like that. Hitman's a good one, dude. It's a good choice. Actually, Hitman's yeah. Is the Red Skull really a war veteran when he was a Nazi government guy rather than a... Okay, I don't know. Are you pushing your glasses up and saying actually?
We've got 1, 2, but then we have what is 6-7 from? I don't know. I've never watched it.
No, I don't know the origins of that either.
I don't know.
That's Tina. She's the master of 6-7. She knows everything there is to know.
I've heard 2 different origin stories.
Yes. Reprint my best Thanksgiving gifts. I hope so. I hope to get... Well, that list should be coming from Marvel. I'll ask for it. I'll see if I can get anything early next week. I know they told me that it would be the first week of December. But we're right around the corner. I heard the Hellblazer trades are the easiest way of reading it. Chances of a new mapping. Well, the Omnis, the way they're doing them are creator centric. And what the new team is doing is kind of mapping around the first one, which was the Garth Ennis one. They went back to Jamie Delano, not leaving any issue out. That was awesome. And even when you're looking at the Paul Jenkins one that's coming out later, it's mapped right after the Ennis stuff. So far, no issues left behind. You get both the Delano, the Garth Ennis, and then the Jenkins. Yeah, I think they're thinking ahead. So while my wife is here, I wanted to show this.
You were talking trash about Chip Zdarsky.
That guy sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I love that guy.
It's a
I want to thank you all.
a rotator.
It's a spinner rack.
So, yeah, that's what it's called.
It's a spinner rack, and this is the Comic Book Community Award that you all voted for, and we won the Comic Book Community Hall of Fame, near mint condition.
That looks so awesome.
So thank you all, seriously.
Aww.
You know, days get crappy sometimes when you work by yourself all day, but looking at this,
That's really cool.
this rotator,
Oh,
my wife called it.
The spinner rack. Jess has a spinner rack in his basement. Now you do too.
Why is that man always trying to one up me? But thank you all for voting. This means a lot.
Thank you so much for the super.
Yamada and the Seven Witches, don't you think it's unfair to decide print run based on numbers of pre-orders like Tomb Raider Omni Volume 1 and Wonder Woman Omni by Simone had such short print runs? Do I think it's unfair? From a fan's perspective, absolutely. From a publisher's perspective, probably not. It's just good business, right? You don't want to overprint or they'll end up at Ollie's, which is something you want to keep from happening. If you're in the business of publishing books, you don't want them to go to liquidation. So it's kind of like, I wish we could be met halfway, print enough for a few months to stay in stock.
Do 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 do.
Oh, is that is that what you think the X-Files sound like? It's pretty good.
Is that what you think the X-Files sound like? Omar with Warner Bros. Oh, and thank you for
Happy
the
birthday,
wishes.
Melanie.
With Warner Brothers looking for a new owner, do you think the comics division at DC could be at risk once WB is purchased?
Well, rumor is that Netflix is looking to purchase them, and we all know Netflix doesn't like physical media, so I don't know. Honestly, I think comics. If Netflix were to buy them out, I think comics is just such a small part of their earnings that they will just let them do the same thing they've been doing. I don't think it's going to really affect them. I hope.
Hey, Torsten.
Happy St. Nicholas Day. Kids in Germany cleaned their shoes yesterday and had their Christmas wish list picked up. What are your Christmas wishes? Peace and love for everyone. Peace. World peace. I wish for my imported toys from Japan and China
There you go.
not to cost an arm and a leg after shipping because of tariffs, and then be surprised by UPS going, by the way, you owe $35 more. This happened just yesterday because of tariffs in between the time it was shipped and the time it got here.
Oh.
And I said, $35? Anyway, that's what I wish.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh, sorry.
Oh, heck no.
Sorry.
This is from Bruce to my wife. Why do you get this and I get stupid Will Ferrell? This is from our buddy Bruce. I don't know if he's watching or not, but my wife is legit screaming because of something he got her. Oh, God. Well, there goes the rest of the show. Hey, Bar, how are you? Garfield needs a coffee brand. You think I hate my mom.
Just for this part.
I know that fool's beard. I know who that is.
Wait,
How big is this thing?
Who do you think it is? Right, you're in.
Everybody
you're in
knows
the
who.
No, they don't. Not
He's been on the
anybody.
channel like 6 times.
Yeah, yay! You got. Hope it's alive.
We need to put this on social media. This just went up all kinds of creep level. Chip's gonna be like, I'm never appearing on your show again, dude.
What am I gonna do with this?
Is it? It can't be his whole body, right? Oh my god! If you're not familiar who this guy is, this is Chip Zdarsky, writer of Captain America.
It's my hall pass.
Batman Melodies.
Nobody, no kid is gonna know who this is.
I thought he had legs.
Help me.
Okay.
No, right there. Just pull the rest off and then.
Okay.
Oh, and that.
There you go.
Okay.
Thanks, Bruce. What the heck?
Okay, I'm gonna move over here. It's very cumbersome.
That is both incredible and creepy. Like, when we interview him the next time, it's going to be so weird if that thing is behind us.
Could you imagine having...
He doesn't even know this thing exists.
I guess you could send in your
I'm gonna take a picture and message him. I'm gonna be like, dude, we need to talk. You should put that on some random person's house. Put him in the master. Do not bring that into my world, Elon.
Put it in somebody's window.
Hopefully they reprint Bendis' Daredevil 1 and 2 again, and I was unable to get a reprint of Volume 2. I'm sure reprints will come back. They have stated that, or they told me that they will be coming back. They're just not focusing on them at this time. But remember, there was a time that they were not reprinting Omnis. They were only reprinting one Omni or two Omnis a year, and that was it. It wasn't until my phone call with David Gabriel and the reprint program really kicked off. And then, it just kind of, we got used to it, but the new collected editions team wants to focus on new things, and, they'll bring it back though. It's never going to go away. So don't lose hope. And especially if you don't have the money, do not buy those things that are way out of print. I'm holding strong for a Thor Volume 2 and a Tomb of Dracula 2, but it's not on the horizon. So I'm only getting older, but I'm not going to spend $400 on an out of print copy, because we all know they aren't watching. What are you getting your kids for Christmas? Some Transformers, this pin maker. My youngest daughter wanted a pin maker to make her own pins. Yeah. And what else did I get them? A Lydia Nemesis Prime Shoujo figure. 2 kittens. That's a Christmas gift, because we were gonna foster them, but then I got a bleeding heart when it comes to animals, so I was like, we'll just keep them. Congrats on the kittens. As a cat lover. Oh yeah. We have 3. We lost our oldest cat we were at Heroes Con when it happened, and you feel that, like, that hole in your heart when somebody that you're so used to is meowing at you every morning for 18 years. So he was an older cat, but yeah, it sucks. But we got 2. One's a little kitty, and the other one, he's a year old. But he is super friendly, and Melanie fell in love with him. So I can't say no to my daughters and my wife.
BD Cosmos, with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. 8? Wait. Summer High gun figures. Pew, pew, pew.
Bruce, we need to talk about size and size mattering. You got Melanie this gigantic Chip Zdarsky, and I asked for Salma Hayek, and
but
this
you said it would probably be tiny.
This is the smallest. Why would they waste cardboard on this? Still highly appreciated. She will go next to my tiny Christina Hendricks. And I hope you all had a good Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate. Festivus for the rest of us. Best cyberpunk comics, either indie or big two. Melanie, cyberpunk.
No, wait.
Come on, you got this.
But Shiro.
Masamune Shiro.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Cyber Seed. Dominion Tank Police.
Wow, you were almost there with Appleseed. Good job. Battle Angel Alita.
I never read it.
Battle Angel Alita.
Or you had posters.
Legit the cyberpunk comic from Dark Horse. Cyberpunk 2077, which is based on the video game. But yeah, you can't go wrong with Battle Angel Alita. That is one of my all-time favorites. Ghost in the Shell is probably the one that a lot of people would say with.
Yeah.
Bashiro.
Wait, does anybody check out the comic?
I don't know. Maybe they did.
I don't know either.
Maybe they did.
What about Tank Girl?
Tank Girl's a good cyberpunk comic. Yeah, I agree with that one.
What are the comics that Melanie loves and Omar hates? Oh, we know the vice versa.
No, you know
what do I love? And you're like, no.
Boys Over Flowers, Flowers and Bees.
That was years ago.
Oh, those are awful. How did you read that?
So Manga?
Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane.
Oh yeah, I tried reading that. It was not fun anymore. But no, nowadays, come on now. That was like 20 years ago.
What's a comic you read nowadays that I'm like, how do you? Yeah, I mean, she didn't like Starman. She didn't like Blade of the Immortal.
Yeah,
but that's not hate though.
No, oh yeah, Starman is a good story. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Or like Brubaker stories, they're good. I just don't like detective stories, but I'm gonna give Friday a try. And I like Tom King's The Human Target. I just want to throw that in. It's a good book.
Maybe there is a Tom King book that you like that I'm like, that was okay. You seem to you like Mr. Miracle, and that legit I do like. You
like Supergirl, Woman.
I do like Supergirl, even though it's just true.
You like Vision.
I liked Human Target. Actually, Vision I'm just okay with. Yeah, Vision's okay. Even taken out of continuity, I'm okay with.
Why the Last Man? I reread it and I didn't like it as much as I remember liking it, and you still like it's still like top tier for you. What's the least three?
I don't like that.
Oh, hold up! I do have a non-nerd. What am I into?
Kempo. That's not nerdy at all.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
that is the answer.
Okay.
What else?
I'm trying to think of well, let me tell you, when the other English teachers are talking during lunch, I don't have that much to contribute. It's like about cooking and TV shows and gossip, and I don't have anything to add to it. Yeah, I think that might be the only thing. Kimbo. What about you? We don't like sports.
Traveling? That's not nerdy.
Okay, yeah.
I like going to different countries and experiencing different cultures. I think it's great. I don't know if you're on board with that yet, but you just like going back to Japan because that's what you like.
Gosh, I feel like my true self in Japan. What am I to train?
That's culture appropriation, folks. I've been wanting to say that for so long. I don't even know what it means. Culture appropriation.
Why? Stop taking nice moments away from me.
It's what I do, baby. It was in my wedding vows. Does Melanie know
yes,
about
I did. Because guess what? I was having fun with my juniors, and I'm like, yeah, hide 6-7 around the room, and I'll find it. It'll be fun. No, they actually, and I know who it is, wrote on my stuff. I'm like,
what are you talking? Baby, you were going off about something completely different. This is the Jim McGurr story.
And permanent marker on things in my classroom.
What part of your classroom?
Like, how you gonna go around and deface my property? Oh, anyway.
Happy holidays, everyone. Thanks, Omar, Melanie, and Dom, for everything you do. Thanks for another amazing year, and can't wait for 2026. Take care and be safe. Thank you so much, Jaggernaut.
Okay, it's 12:59, so we're gonna have to wrap up soon. So 5 more questions.
Oh no, it's up to Dom. How many more questions you want to do, Dom?
Whatever you want to throw at me.
I hope he says 100. Omar, name 10 things that are good. Me, Wolverine, God.